Yeah? And he's seen all the signs. Now when it comes to the religions, do you believe that God made all of the different religions? Or did he choose one?
I would say at first, there was just one. I wouldn't say, so like, with like Adam and everything, it wasn't considered a religion, just like way of life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But somewhere along the line, religion started to be made based on different ideas,
Yeah.
I would say. And so now that's how they exist.
Okay.
And so, I would say that, I would say God does inspire people, which leads to religions.
Yeah.
But there's like, they are like, how do I say it? Influenced by like men, I would say. Yeah.
What do you think?
Okay, so I think if we look at all the religions of the world, surely there's some truth, a little bit of truth in all of them.
Yeah.
And it's up to us to decide which is either the most true or completely true.
Yeah,
and it's
exactly.
up to us to kind of figure that out.
Well, I agree with some of the things that you say and what you say, but I have a different idea about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that is the fact that if you both believe that God created the first man, Adam,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
So, and you also believe there's only one God, right?
Yeah.
So he created a human being, the first human being, alright? And then he created, from that one human being, a woman, alright?
Yeah.
So these two are the mother and the father of the entire human race,
Yeah.
alright? So if God was to choose a way of life, like we said, a way of life, right? So in Arabic, we use the word deen to refer to religion, and deen means the way of life, right? So if God was to choose a way of life for the human being, we know and you know that God Almighty never changes his way.
Yeah.
Yeah? In God's way, you will never find any change.
Yeah.
Alright? So in God's way, you will never find any change. So if you reveal the religion to Adam, he revealed the same religion, way of life, I wouldn't say religion, way of life, to Noah. Yeah? We also believe in Noah, right?
Yeah.
And Adam and everything. You know this, right?
Yes.
He revealed the same way
Oh, this is how it
to... He revealed the same way so he revealed the same way to Abraham, his two sons, Ismail and Isaac. He revealed the same way to Jacob, to Joseph, to Solomon, to David, to Solomon, to Jesus, to Moses, yeah? And he revealed the same way to Muhammad. Now, if I was to say to you, that way of life was submission and surrender to the will of God, would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah? So if God was to send a messenger, and the reason why he sent so many messengers is like what you said. You said that there was a message that was sent, and over time it was lost and corrupted. And there's some truth in there, but there's also some falsehood.
Yeah.
And the falsehood would come because of the handiwork of Satan. Yeah? Satan would come and try to mislead people.
Yeah.
Over time, when the message is lost, Satan will come in and say, look, oh, your forefathers used to do this and this and this, and they will add that to the religion and make a new religion. Yeah? And people would forget the name of the religion, and they would make a name, like for example, Judaism comes from the tribe of Judah. The word Jew comes from the word Judah. They just got the D, and they made the word Jew, right? So then they had a new word called Jewish, which is what they claim to be their ethnicity. And then the Christians, like for example, Jesus was not a Christian, right? But the people who followed Jesus Christ were called Christians by the enemies of Christ, right? So people made up these names and they adopted these names, but not knowing the original name of the religion. Yeah? So I would say that the way of life for every human being that God sent, every messenger that God sent, was to call people to submit and surrender to the will of God. And in return, when you do that, you get peace. Would you both agree with that? Would you say that Jesus was sent with this message as well? In Arabic, we have a name for that. Do you know what that is? Islam.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know this?
No, I didn't know.
For messenger?
No.
Oh.
The word Islam means submission and surrender to the will of God
Oh, okay.
with sincerity, and in turn you receive